Hey everyone, it's me Bailey and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be me trying to read 200 pages a day for the next week. So today is Monday, which means that it's the start of a brand new reading week, and I feel like I haven't said that in forever, but yeah, so I'm just going to kind of be going over the books that I'm currently in the middle of right now that I'm hoping to finish during this week. I am hoping to get quite a bit of reading done this week. I have been in a reading slump, so I'm hoping that by attempting to read a bit more this week and trying to set like a page goal to read this week will help me to kind of get out of my slump and to get a few more things read this week than what I've been reading the past like month or so. So with that being said, the books that I'm currently reading are Bride by L.A. Hazelwood. I am currently on page 253, somewhere around 60% in. I have like this much left to go, so I have around probably 100 pages left in this. I think this book is like, maybe it's like 150, because I want to say this book is like 390 something pages, so it's like 140 150 pages left in this that I want to read and finish. Do I think this will happen today? Not quite sure, but I am hoping to read some more of this today as well. And then I'm also in the middle of Caged Wolf by Caroline Peckham and Susan Valenti. This is the first book in the Dartmoor Penitentiary series, and I'm currently on page 398 out of 665, so I'm 61% through this book as well, and I'm hoping to get some of this read today as well. So these are the two books that I'm focusing on at the moment, just because I am currently in the middle of them. So if all goes well today, I will be finishing at least one of these books, if not both. That would be amazing if I could do that, but we'll see. I have really high hopes for this challenge. I'm feeling good. I'm in a reading mood today, so fingers crossed I can get 200 pages read today and it'll just continue the momentum throughout the week. But yeah, so for the time being, that's gonna be it for my update. I am about to get ready to head off to work. Me and Navy are about to go outside so he can go up for the time being while I'm at work, and then I'm gonna head out. And yeah, with that being said, I will talk to you guys again a little bit later. Hello. Okay, so I just got home from work and I have some reading updates to give. I also have a package to open, so we're going to be doing that real quick. So while I was at work, I was able to read some of Caged Wolf by Caroline Peckham and Susan Valenti. I'm popping up a picture right here. And so I made it to page 535. I started on page 398. So that is 137 pages that I was able to read today, which leaves me with 63 pages that I have to read left to meet my 200 page goal for the day. So now that I'm home, my plan is to pick up Bride by L.A. Hazelwood. I have around 150 or 140-ish pages left in this book. I'm currently on page 253, and there are 396 pages. So whatever that math is, that I don't know, that's how many pages I have left, which is more than the 63 that I have left to read for today. So I am going to be focusing on reading this the rest of this evening. I am planning on, hopefully, fingers crossed, finishing this book this evening, but we will see. It's currently 4:53, so it's almost 5 o'clock. I don't think Navy and I are going on a walk today just because it is rainy. It's been raining today, so I think we're just gonna play inside for a little bit, and I'm going to read my book. So that is all for my reading updates. Now for the fun part, which is the unboxing. So I ordered this on Saturday. I already know what it is. I know which book it is. Navy's being nosy, if you can see his little head. But so I ordered this on Saturday night and it came today. So it is Kingdom of the Feared by Carrie Maniscalco. This is the third and final book in the Kingdom of the Wicked trilogy. I recently just finished Kingdom of the Cursed on Saturday. So I wanted to go ahead and pick up this third book, and I will be adding this to my TBR immediately because I would like to know how the series ends. And yeah, and then I'm planning on moving on to Carrie Maniscalco's new adult series that I'm super excited about because I really just did not vibe with her like Jack the Ripper series. The series is more new adult, which is more my vibe, and then obviously her now adult series will probably also be a little bit more my vibe as well. But I have been really enjoying this series, and I cannot wait to pick up this final book and hopefully end out the series on a good note. So yeah, that is the book that I ordered, and yeah, honestly that's it. I'm on a book buying ban except for sequels. Those are my only like exceptions to my book buying ban, is I can only order a sequel to a book that I've already read. So helping me get through the books that I own, as well as still allowing me to buy books without like restriction. So that's where we're at right now. And yeah, so that is my update, and I will probably talk to you guys again once I hit that 200 page mark for the day. Hello. Okay, so I wanted to come and report that I finished my pages in Bride, my 200 pages that I needed to read for the day. So I read the 63 pages that I needed to read in Bride, but I still have a little bit to go, and I'm planning on reading some more of this tonight. I really only have not a whole lot left. I don't even know how many pages I have, but I am actually getting ready to get in the shower so I can get ready to go to bed, and then I will read once I'm ready for bed, just to kind of like wind the night down for today, and just see about getting some extra pages in. And then obviously tomorrow the 200 count starts all over again from scratch, which I am a little bit nervous about because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get 200 pages in tomorrow, but we'll see. But so far really enjoying Bride. Can't wait to finish it and see what my thoughts are on it once I finish it. But yeah, so now I'm going to go get ready for bed and then settle down for the night and do some reading, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Hello, good morning. So I am coming to give you guys an update really quickly. So I ended up finishing Bride by Ellie Hazelwood last night, and I really enjoyed this book. I ended up giving it 4 stars. I thought it was so fun and so entertaining and good, and I really want a book following Serena because I just feel like that whole situation that we got at the end, I feel like that would be like a fun thing to explore. But I know Ellie Hazelwood doesn't really write like companion novels, so I don't see that happening. But this was such a fun time, such a good time. But now that I'm finished with this book, the next physical book that I'm going to be picking up is The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. I'm actually buddy reading this with Morgan, so go check out her channel if you do not know who she is. She is the sweetest person ever. Literally go subscribe to her if you're not. But we are doing a buddy read of The Dead Romantics, so I figured this could be the next book that I pick up physically. So I will probably end up starting this tonight once I get home from work. But while I'm at work in my downtime, my plans are to prioritize Caged Wolf. I see myself finishing this, fingers crossed, today. I've been reading it for a really long time now at this point, so I'm hoping that I can finish it today. I'm 81% in. I didn't read it anymore last night once I got home, but I'm still on page 535, so fingers crossed. I have like 100-ish pages left in that book, so hopefully I can finish that today. And if I do end up finishing that and have time to start something else while I'm at work, I'm going to be starting Wild Love by Elsie Silver. This is on Kindle Unlimited, so I will be reading it on my Kindle if I can end up finishing Caged Wolf. So those are the reading plans for today, starting possibly 2 new books, finishing 1 book, and hopefully we just keep the momentum going this week. I feel like yesterday was such a good reading day, and I'm super excited to continue reading this week. I feel like I'm starting to get my mojo back, and that's what I like to see. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna leave so I can go to work, and I will update you guys once I get home. Hello. Okay, so it's later now, and Navy and I just got home from my aunt's house, and she clipped his paw pads and his fingernails for me because I don't have the stuff to do his paw pads, and I'm scared to clip his fingernails or his toenails, or you know, whatever, his nails. And so we were over there. He was playing with their dog for a little bit, and now I'm back home and I'm ready to do some reading. So today I was able to get a little bit of reading done. I am currently 89% into Caged Wolf. Still haven't finished it. Probably will finish it tomorrow, hopefully, fingers crossed, but made it to page 594. So I was able to read 59 pages. So I still have 141 pages left to read today to hopefully complete my 200 pages for this challenge. But I am planning on starting The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston because Morgan and I are planning on starting our buddy read today. I know that she already started the book earlier this evening, but I have not, just because I haven't been home and things like that. But I feel like 141 pages in this book is quite a lot. It's more than halfway. Oh, well, no, it's not quite halfway, but it's like, it's a pretty decent chunk. It would get me to chapter 16, so it'd be the first 15 chapters in this book, and I'm thinking I might go ahead and start it. Sorry, that's the air fryer if you can hear it. I have dinner cooking right now, but so I was thinking maybe I could start this for our buddy read, but also read some for this challenge. And yeah, so if I end up not reading that much of this book tonight, then I might end up switching over to Caged Wolf just to get a little bit more of that read and to give me some extra pages, since I was planning on starting this for a buddy read, and I don't want to like read too far ahead of her, but already I know she's ahead of me because she started it already. But I think I'm gonna message her and ask where she's at or how far she's planning on reading. That way I know whether or not if 140 is like too much. But I think I'm gonna sit here and start this while I'm eating dinner and just kind of focus on reading for the rest of the evening. I'm probably going to bed in about an hour or two. It's currently 8 p.m. So I'm probably gonna end up going to bed in like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and seeing if I can get my pages read for tonight. So with that being said, I'm going to start this book, eat my dinner, get ready for bed, call it a night, and I will talk to you guys more than likely tomorrow. Hello, good morning. It is now Wednesday, so it's the third day of this challenge, and yesterday I was able to complete my 200 pages. I didn't think I was going to there for a minute, but I was able to do it. I was able to read 141 pages in The Dead Romantics. So that put me at the start of chapter 16, which is page 142. So Tuesday, complete. So now it is Wednesday, and again, I'm reading the same books that I was reading yesterday. I'm attempting to finish Caged Wolf by Caroline Peckham and Susan Valenti. I have 10% left in this book. Fingers crossed it gets done today. And then also, depending on where Morgan is at in the book, will depend on whether or not I pick this back up when I get home. But like I said, I'm on page 141 in this book. My thoughts on this book so far is that it's okay. Like, it's not my favorite book ever. I just feel like it's not super realistic, and obviously I know it's fiction, and of course fiction is not realistic, but I don't know, the fact that like you're now walking around seeing your dead new boss, I don't know, it's just like odd, and I feel like it's just not my cup of tea. I feel like maybe this author just isn't for me, because I didn't really love The 7-Year Slip either. I definitely am liking that one way more than this one as of right now, but I feel like The 7-Year Slip just wasn't for me, and I feel like this one is even less for me at this point. I just am not like really liking the premise all that much, but I do still have a little bit over half the book left, so I feel like that might be a little bit premature of me to say and think. So obviously we'll see once I am a little bit further along. But yeah, so with that being said, that's my update for this morning. It's currently 6:57. It's time for me to leave to go to work. So with that being said, I will update you guys once I am home. Hello, it is now Wednesday evening and I wanted to give an update. So I was finally able to finish Caged Wolf today and I ended up giving it 2 stars. I think because it just took me so long to read it, and by the time I got to the end, I was just ready to be done with it, but I didn't want to DNF it. I just was kind of fed up with the book. So I ended up giving it 2 stars, which obviously it wasn't like super amazing anyway, and I feel like it definitely could have been a lot shorter than what it was, but overall finished it. So that's another book finished for this week, which is really exciting. We're 2 books down and we're 71 pages in. So I actually have not been reading since I've been home, but I'm thinking I'm going to pick up The Dead Romantics. So when I last talked to Morgan, she said she was about 50% and I'm currently like 38%. So she probably has read a little bit more than that by now. So I'm gonna see about possibly getting in the rest of my pages, but I don't wanna finish the book quite yet. So I might end up picking up something else, but also at the same time too, I don't know, you know? So I still have 129 pages to go. And if I were to read 129 pages in this book, it would be 271, which, okay, that doesn't seem too bad. It would be like, I don't know, it would be like this much, which would put me like probably around like 75-ish% through. But also I feel like that is a lot to try and read in the next like hour or so, because it's currently 8:21 and Navy is currently outside going potty and I am probably going to bed soon. I like to go to bed early, and so I'm gonna see how long I can stay up and read, but it doesn't look like it's happening tonight with the 200 pages. I'm also out of hours of audiobook listening on Spotify. So I did start this last night with the audiobook on Spotify, which I think was how I was able to get as much of it read as I did. But I am out of hours, and I'm also out of top-up hours because a couple months ago I did actually purchase some top-up hours because they're like $12 for 10 hours or something like that, and I had used 8 hours, so I had 2 hours left, plus I had 2 hours left from my like 15 that they give you each month, and so I had like 4 hours total. And the thing that I don't like about Spotify audiobooks is that it doesn't do the hours based on the amount of hours that you're actually listening. It does it based on the hours you've listened of the audiobook. So if you're listening to a 3-hour long audiobook, if you listen to it on 2 speed, it's going to take you an hour and a half, but it still charges you for the full 3 hours, which is something that I don't like, because it's like if you're listening to audiobooks faster, then I feel like you should be able to get more audiobooks for your listening hours. But obviously I don't work for Spotify, I'm not in charge of things like that, but I feel like that would be a really good addition to kind of help us get a little bit more out of the 15 hours. But also too, I understand it is a like company, they're trying to make money, whatever, but that's just my 2 cents on the Spotify audiobooks, which I doubt they care, but you know, whatever. Just thought I'd throw that out there. But yeah, so I don't have this anywhere else except for Spotify, so I might buy some more top-up hours, but I honestly don't even know if it's worth it when I'm not like super loving this book anyway. But yeah, it is still early in the month too, like it's the 15th, so I still have the rest of the month where I don't have any more audiobook hours, which does suck, but it's fine. I'll get through it, I'll figure it out, find my audiobooks elsewhere, I guess, on Everand and Libby. But the audiobook for this is like 6 weeks wait, and we're reading it now and not in 6 weeks, so that's not really an option either. So I guess it's just gonna have to be reading with my eyeballs, and that's okay. So I'm going to attempt to read some of this tonight and see. I wish I could get on my Kindle because I feel like I would read it a little bit faster if it was on my Kindle, but again, the hold of the library is like 6+ weeks, so not happening before I go to bed tonight. So yeah, I guess that's my update for now. I don't foresee myself finishing my 200 pages today, but that's okay. I'm not gonna be too hard on myself. I still have the rest of the week. My goal, of course, was to read 1,400 pages this week, obviously by doing 200 pages for 7 days. And since I did read a little bit extra on Monday, I am counting that in my overall weekly goal and not in like the daily goals. So we're being kind to ourselves on this channel because that's what we do around here. And yeah, so that is my update for now. I am going to get Navy ready for bed, and I'm gonna also get ready for bed myself, sit down, do some reading, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Hello, today is now Thursday, so we're on day 4 of this challenge, and I've come to report that last night I indeed failed like I thought that I would. So I was able to read around 20 pages in The Dead Romantics before falling asleep. So yesterday I read a total of 98 pages. So I did not complete the challenge yesterday, but today I have also been kind of off to a slow-ish start. So today is actually May 16th, which is the same day that Bridgerton season 3 part 1 was released. So I have been watching that instead of reading, but now I am ready to get some reading done. I do have some homework to do and I have a video to work on, so I might switch back and forth between all of those things tonight just because I feel like that's the only way I'm going to be able to get reading done, as well as doing everything else that I'm wanting to do, because I have a video that I want to get uploaded sometime this week / weekend. So I need to finish editing that, and then a homework assignment that's due Sunday that I started on this morning before leaving for work, and then want to finish it so I can turn it in so I can start on the second assignment that's due Sunday as well. But so yeah, as far as my reading today goes, I was able to start Wild Love by Elsie Silver. I didn't make it very far in this. I am currently on page 25, which is kind of at the start of chapter 3. It's not the exact like beginning of chapter 3. It's like one page after chapter 3 has started. And so far, this is not what I was expecting. It took me for a different turn than I thought, but that is my own fault for not reading the back of the book. Because if you're new here, I don't like to read the back of the book because a lot of the time the back of the book spoils it. Point blank, here's a literal example that I'm currently reading, where the back I feel like spoils the book, but that's beside the point. I was not expecting a kid to show up on Ford's front door step in like the first chapter, so that was a twist for me. But other than that, I am enjoying myself so far. I'm excited to see where this book is gonna go. So yeah, these are the 2 books that I'm going to be focusing on this evening. I think I might read a little bit of this, at least finish chapter 3 in this, and then pick this up because I want to get out of the middle of the chapter because I hate stopping in the middle of the chapter. But yeah, that is my update on these 2 books. These are 2 books that I'm currently reading right now, and fingers crossed that I can read both of them tonight. But now for a little bit, I'm going to work on this homework assignment and then possibly work on a video for a little bit. I'm gonna set like a Pomodoro timer for myself, so that way I can kind of work in like increments and like not get super hyper focused on one thing, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's my update for now, and I will talk to you guys again a little bit later. Hello, it's Friday, so I do have a reading update. So I have been at work this morning, but before going in, I did wake up early and read some of The Dead Romantics. So I did end up making it to page 250 from where I started, which I think was like 230 something, maybe. I have it written down. Yeah, so I started at page 234 and made it to 250 in this. My plans are to finish this book today. And then in Wild Love, I started on page 47 and I'm now on page 107. So I feel like I've gotten some good reading done in both of these books today, but that is still not close to my goal. So I am going to finish this. I have not calculated my goal because I just turned the camera on before I even did any of that. Like, I haven't even flipped to the correct page in Wild Love yet. So I do need to do the math on how much I do have left to read today and how much I have officially read today. So we're gonna do that real quick. Okay, so I was able to read 16 pages in The Dead Romantics, which, let me write that down so I don't forget, and 60 pages in Wild Love. So in total today I've read 76 pages, which means in order to meet my goal I need to read another 124 pages today, which I think is completely doable because I plan on finishing The Dead Romantics today and plan on reading a chunk of this today as well. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get to reading, and I will update you guys the next time I finish a book, and then of course whenever I hit my page goal for the day. Hello. Okay, so I wanted to come on here and update that I have finished The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston, and I decided to give this book 2.5 stars. I just feel like this book wasn't for me. I feel like Ashley Poston just might not be the author for me. I feel like when I read The 7-Year Slip, I think I ended up giving it 3.5 stars. I like that one okay, but this one I just was not a big fan of. And I don't know if it's because I was spoiled for like the big reveal regarding Ben, but I just found that the story just kind of dragged on and I wasn't really interested in the characters or the relationship. I liked Ben, but I did not really like our main character, Florence. Like, I just didn't like her that much. And I felt like there was a lot of holes in the plot, but like not really, because like this was a slow burn, but also it wasn't, because pretty much the whole book takes place over a week and like Ben and Florence fall in love in a week. And like, I don't know, it just personally was not the book for me. I might try her new book that's coming out, and maybe if I read it like soon enough and not get spoiled for it, maybe I'll like it. But I think if I tried that one and I don't like it, then I will just know that Ashley Poston just isn't the author for me. But now that I have finished this book, that has officially put my page count for the day at 171 pages. So I will be continuing to read to hopefully get to my 200 pages with Wild Love by Elsie Silver. And I'm excited to hop back into this. I was really enjoying it when I was reading it earlier. So this is what I'm going to be picking up now. And so I'm going to go ahead and get to reading, and I'll update you guys again a little bit later. Okay, so today is Saturday and I'm actually popping on to give a really quick update real quick before I leave the house, because I'm actually getting ready to leave to go to a baby shower. So I did want to give a quick update on Wild Love. So I last night ended up reading to page 145, and this morning I've been doing some reading and I'm now on page 293. So I've read just under 200 pages. Like, I'm not even gonna try and attempt to do that mental math right now, but I do see myself hitting the 200 page mark. I am absolutely loving this book. Like, I am obsessed with Ford and Rosie, and like I am absolutely loving this book. There's just something about Elsie Silver's writing and her small town romances that are just so good. And so I'm so excited to continue reading. I have been switching back and forth between the physical book, my Kindle, and my phone. So I have my phone, so if there's any like downtime or whatever at the baby shower, I probably will pick it up on my phone and do some reading. But I'm literally so excited to get back home so I can finish reading this. I see myself finishing this book tonight. I'm currently 63% into it, and I definitely see myself finishing this book tonight. So that is my update for now. I plan on hitting the 200 page mark, plan on finishing this book tonight, all of the things, but for now I'm gonna go ahead and head out, and I will talk to you guys again later tonight once I get home. Hello, happy Sunday. So I did not get a chance to update yesterday after coming home from the baby shower that I went to, but I did end up meeting my 200 page goal yesterday, and I was reading Wild Love. I think yesterday I ended up not finishing it like I wanted to, but I ended up making it to page 388 in this before sleep took me. And so I ended up reading 213 pages yesterday in total. And then this morning I woke up and finished this book. So I'm currently sitting at a total of 64 pages at the moment, but I have finished this book. I really enjoyed this book. I am thinking I'm going to rate it like 4.25 stars because I feel like it was more than a 4, but not quite a 5. So I think I'm going to end up giving it 4.25 stars. I really enjoyed this book and would definitely recommend it if you're looking for a small town, easy to read romance. And yeah, so now that I'm finished with this book, I do still have 136 pages left to read today. So I'm going to be picking up This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan. So I'm actually getting ready to go get my nails done really quickly. And then once I get back, I'm going to start this and attempt to read 136 pages in this book. Maybe I'll really get into it and read like the whole thing today, but we'll see. But this is my book club pick for my like in real life book club. I don't know if that's like the best way to put it, but like my book club that's not online. This was our pick for April for April/May because things got really hectic and so we couldn't meet until the like later in May. So our book club is this upcoming Friday, so I need to read this for that. And so yeah, this is what I will be starting today and hopefully making it to page 136, which makes it easy because then I know what my goal is for the day, so like that much. But today is the last day for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna end it out strong and reach my 200 pages. And yeah, so that's all for now. With that being said, I'm going to get ready to leave and I will talk to you guys again a little bit later. Hello. Okay, so I wanted to come on here and give my final update before closing out this vlog. So I ended up finishing Wild Love, which we talked about before I left to get my nails done. And when I came back, I ended up taking a quiz and not really reading that much. I did end up starting This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan, but I did not read a whole lot in this. I read 32 pages, so I'm currently on page 33 in this book. So this added to the total of what I read earlier today equals 97 pages read for today, which is almost half of what I was supposed to read today, but that's okay. I did finish a book today, so I am happy about that. But I am loving this already. I feel like I honestly am already liking this a little bit more than Before I Let Go. Before I Let Go was so good, and so I feel like I'm starting to like this one a little bit more than that one. Even though I haven't really been annotating this one like I annotated that one, I just feel like I am liking the story kind of a little bit better so far. Plus I feel like this one is a little bit easier to read now that I know Kennedy Ryan's like writing style and things like that. But I am loving this and I'm going to pick this up some more tomorrow. But I did want to go ahead and end this vlog and just kind of give a recap over my week. So Monday I was able to complete my 200 pages and I ended up finishing Bride. Tuesday I was able to read my 200 pages and I did not finish anything. Wednesday, I was unable to meet my 200 pages. I only read 98, but I did finish Caged Wolf. Thursday, I was able to read 112 pages, so I did not meet the goal. Friday, I was able to meet the goal by reading 239 pages. I also finished The Dead Romantics. Saturday, I was able to complete my goal and read 213 pages. And then today, Sunday, I did not complete my goal. I read 97 pages, but I did finish Wild Love. So that puts me at 1,179 pages read for the week and 4 books finished this week, which I have to say is pretty good, and I'm so happy with those results. Even if I didn't end up meeting my goal each day, I have been in a reading slump over the past like 6 or so weeks, so I just have not been in the reading mood for me to be able to finish 4 books in 1 week is just absolutely amazing, and I am literally so proud of that. I feel like I'm pulling myself out of this reading slump that I'm in, and I just feel like this week has been a major contributor to that. So I'm super excited to hopefully, fingers crossed, be getting out of my reading slump soon. But that's going to be all for today's video. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. I really appreciate you guys watching this video if you did. I will have all of my social medias linked down in the description, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!